Hello there. I hope you're having a great day. Just wanted to take a minute and talk to you about something that's on my heart, and that is that we have a pipeline workshop coming up this Saturday, and I'm wondering who's going to be there. And I'm wondering if you're going to be there. So then I thought about it, thought, well, maybe you don't know what the workshop is about or why it even exists. To talk about that, I'd like to go back to why does the church exist? I think we have to admit that God has his church here for a purpose, and that purpose is to share the gospel and to reach the next generation. And when we look around, I think we have to admit that we have a problem. We're not reaching the next generation. And it's not just us. This is affecting our whole culture and many churches. So before we just blame ourselves, or we point the finger at something else, I think we have to realize that this is a big problem. As a matter of fact, I just went to a conference on Monday called Irresistible, and it was hosted by author Andy Stanley, who wrote a book called Irresistible. And the whole premise of the book is, he writes, why is the church so resistible? Jesus wasn't, and once upon a time, his church wasn't either. And he talks about how much of what makes American Christianity so resistible to those outside the faith are, quite frankly, things that we should have been resisting all along. While many of us have been working hard to make church more interesting, it turns out that fewer people are actually interested. And while most people outside the church continue to have a favorable view of Jesus, they don't necessarily have a favorable view of his body, the church. That's a problem. And there's a decline of Christianity in America. There's a popularity of what's called the new atheists, and a meteoric rise of the nones, those people that are reporting that they have no faith. This underscores something that's been true for generations, but didn't matter much until now. And that is that we've got a problem. So that's what we're talking about at the pipeline, because we have to admit we have people that are in senior leadership that are kind of taking the reins, if you will, of the congregation, and we have people in worship, but we have kind of a missing middle. Who are we raising up into positions of leadership for the next generation? And I don't know about you, but something that happened to me and God's been laying on my heart is I came across a passage in Matthew chapter 18 while I was away this summer. And quite simply, Jesus tells a story about that one lost sheep and how God is willing to go after the 99 to look for that one. He says this, in the same way, your Father in heaven is not willing that any of these little ones should perish. I don't think you and I should sit by and idly shrug our shoulders and say, oh, well, that's a problem. I think we, in our heart, we can't be willing to let these little ones perish in a culture that is increasingly secular. And that's what Andy Stanley shared was on his heart. He said he couldn't bear the thought of his kids and his grandkids waking up in a godless America. And I felt the same pain, and I think you do too. I don't think you want that for our next generation either. So if you want to help Redeemer navigate this cultural shift, if you're not willing that any of these little ones should perish, if you believe that this is too big of a problem to just leave to somebody else to address, then come to the pipeline. Am I going to have all the answers? No. Am I going to have everything worked out? No. Are you going to walk away with a binder full of fill in the blanks? No. But this is the beginning of a dialogue for us as the people that are committed to the ministry at Redeemer by the Sea, and seeing us reach a next generation for Jesus as we come together and we get a shared vision and a shared language about how we're doing ministry and what's important to us. And together we gain the heart of God. That's why I want to encourage you to come. So there'll be information in the email that you got this video with. I hope you'll click. I hope you'll sign up so I know you're coming. And I hope I'll see you on Saturday. God's blessings.